If you're watching the rise of AI and wondering, how do I stay relevant in my career, you're asking the right question. There are two areas where you can focus your energies. One, focus on what AI can't do and look to move into those areas. Two, focus on positioning yourself strategically across the human-AI collaboration spectrum. I personally feel the latter focus area is better. Stanford researchers just released the Human-AI Scale, a framework that maps where different types of work fall from full automation to human-led collaboration. Today, I am combining that with the Pivot framework to show you not just how to survive the AI disruption, but how to strategically position yourself to thrive in it. Let's dive in. The position map. First, we need to map where you stand today, and Stanford's Human Agency Scale gives us the perfect tool to do this precisely. The levels run from H1 to H5, measuring human-AI collaboration levels. H1 and H2 are the danger zone. These are the tasks where AI drives completion with minimal human input. Think data transcription, running reports, or basic trading decisions. If most of your work falls here, you are in the automation replacement zone. H3 is the sweet spot, equal partnership where humans and AI collaborate closely. For instance, creating game features, analyzing experimental data, designing solutions. This is where both human creativity and AI capabilities shine together. H4 and H5 are human-led. AI augments your capabilities, but you drive the strategy. For example, financial planning, training program design, staying current with industry trends through networking and conferences. Here's your reality check. Map your current tasks across the HAS levels. What percentage falls into H1 to H2 versus H3 to H5? Your unique knowledge assets, industry expertise, relationships, institutional memory, these move you up the levels towards H3 and H5 territory. Meanwhile, timeline everything with HAS levels in mind. H1 to H2 tasks are at risk right now. H3 to H5 work is your strategic foundation. Next, impact inventory. Now let's talk about your real value. And I mean real value, not just the tasks you perform. This is where it is easy to miss the mark. We list our daily tasks instead of business problems that they solve. Ask yourself, what decisions do you influence? Which stakeholders rely on your judgment? What's the revenue cost or impact when you do your job well versus when you don't? A financial analyst doesn't just build spreadsheets. They provide insights that drive million-dollar decisions. A customer service rep doesn't just answer phones, they protect customer relationships and company reputation. Your impact inventory reveals your true worth. Next, value bridge. Here's your transition path from where you are today to where you need to be. And the HAS levels shows us exactly where we are heading. Your value bridge isn't just about generic skills, it's about systematically moving your work up the HAS levels from H1 to H2 automation risk to H3 to H5 collaboration leadership. For skills, focus on what pushes you toward H3 to H5 territory, strategic thinking that AI can inform but not replace, complex communication that requires human nuance, and change management that demands emotional intelligence. These skills don't just make you valuable, they move your work into higher HAS levels where human insight is essential. For relationships, become the trusted advisor who operates in the H5 to H4 space. Someone people turn to when AI gives them data, but they need wisdom, context, and strategic direction. And for tools, master H3 collaboration. Learn to be an equal partner with AI, not a competitor. Understand how to prompt effectively, recognize AI limitations, and design workflows where human creativity and AI capabilities amplify each other. The goal isn't to avoid AI, it is to ensure your work requires you to be in the driver's seat. Opportunity scan. While others worry about H1 to H2 jobs disappearing, you are scanning for opportunities in the H3 to H5 territory. The hash levels reveals exactly where new roles are emerging. In H3 equal partnership space, AI trainers who collaborate with systems to teach industry-specific knowledge, process designers who create optimal human AI workflows, and strategic analysts who work alongside AI to interpret complex data or business decisions. In H4 to H5 human-led space, AI ethics officers who guide responsible implementation, transformation leaders who orchestrate organizational change, and relationship managers who handle complex negotiations where human judgment is paramount. Look for problems that require H3 to H5 collaboration. Situations where AI provides capability but human insight drives strategy. Complex negotiations, creative problem solving, and ethical decision making, stakeholder management. These aren't just future opportunities, they exist today at every hash level from H3 and up. The question is, are you positioning yourself in H3 to H5 territory, or are you still competing in the H1 to H2 automation zone where you can't win? Take action. Strategy without execution is just wishful thinking. Your 90-day action plan needs to systematically move you up the hash levels with 3 concrete elements. 1. One relationship to deepen this quarter, but make it strategic. Pick someone whose work operates in the H4 to H5 territory where human judgment drives decisions and AI provides support. Start providing value that showcases your ability to work at higher hash levels, strategic insights, relationship management, complex problem solving. 2. One new skill to develop that pushes you towards H3 to H5 work. Maybe it's advanced prompt engineering that makes you an H3 collaboration expert. Maybe it is strategic facilitation that positions you in the H4 leadership. Maybe it is data storytelling that bridges H3 AI analysis with H5 human communication. Choose something that explicitly moves your work up the hash levels. And 3. One project to lead that showcases your H3 to H5 value. Volunteer for initiatives that require human AI collaboration, strategic thinking, or relationship management. Make sure people see you as someone who just doesn't use AI tools but operates confidently across the entire hash spectrum, from H3 equal partnership to H5 human leadership. The goal isn't to avoid H1 to H2 work entirely, it is to ensure that H3 to H5 capabilities define your professional identity or brand. The pivot framework, combined with the human agency scale, isn't about fighting AI. It's about strategically positioning yourself in the H3 to H5 territory where human capabilities drive success. While others react to automation threats in the H1 to H2 space, you are positioning for collaboration and leadership. The people who thrive in the AI era won't be those who resist it, but those who understand exactly where they operate on the human AI collaboration spectrum and position themselves accordingly. Start with your hash-informed position map this week. Map your current tasks across H1 through H5. Honest assessment, strategic positioning towards H3 to H5 work, and consistent action. That's how you don't just survive disruption, you position yourself to lead through it. What's your first move going to be? and more importantly, what has level will define your next career chapter.